Hi folks, second one for you today. Are you being spoilt? Alright, it's okay. I found my missing hake. It was behind me. Which one am I using? I'll use that one. Right, I'll wet the paper all over. Good wet. Saunders water for £90. I've still got about 25-30 sheets of it. It's not cheap, but it's a wonderful paper. Now, my friend Mark in America, he's having difficulty finding a varnish brush, and I don't know why. They're pretty standard. Well, over standard here, anyway. I buy these when I see them, but you can get them online from Curtis Ward, with Ken Bromley, I suppose. Look, they're varnish brushes, so they're quite thin, and they don't stay on the handle comes out occasionally, so just bang another couple of pins in and through the metal and coming out the other side, then just bend it over like 3/4 inch. Veneer pins are ideal, but they're superb brushes. You don't use them for watercolour, but for oil painting and acrylic painting they are second to none. They're amazing. Right, okay, well that's wet. Let's get the usual raw sienna. I don't want it too dark, so let's put that on. Just give it a blush of colour. Now you can use in there. You can use a bit of light red. Colours dry much lighter when you put them on. My usual way of doing skies is just to do them, put the paint on and just leave it. Well, in my case, dry it with a hairdryer so that I can carry on. Let's just pull that tight. Look at that, beautiful paper. It's pretty tough, and it's a cold pressed paper. Look, it's perfectly flat. Well, a bit there. Look at that. So a bit of blue. Right, I might put a bit of water in this one. Right, okay, so that's that. Now, do we need a bit of right, we can, I don't know if I really want to disturb that. No, I'm not going to use, I'll put a bit more blue in, but I don't really want to lose that. Right, okay, nothing wrong with that. Right, I'll go to dry that now, so bear with me. Now we've got a lovely soft sky, we've got a bit of that pinky red showing here and there. We've got the light behind the blue sky there, sort of, well, that's how I do my skies anyway. I do them and leave them alone. Don't overwork them. But when it's bone dry, you can go over it again with some more washes, but you have to be careful with that. I'm not going to demonstrate it because I pay for the paper. I've got well over 500 videos on Patreon, folks, of all sorts: acrylic, oil, watercolours, probably mostly watercolours. I've demonstrated tonalism with 2-3 colours, lifting out with tissue and so on. They're very attractive if you pull them off. They're wonderful to do. And if you're interested in tonalism that I'm doing, I know there are others, but I've got one on my YouTube channel called Dusk Tonalism. I got the idea from Dennis Sheehan, American, and I don't think he's got many on YouTube, but he did this one. It just caught my imagination, and I did my own thing. Dusk is a complete original. A lot of people like it. It's probably got, I don't know how many thousand views it's got, but it's a good example of what tonalism is. Using just 2 colours, sort of a dark red and a green, and then you just use linseed to dilute it all as you go and paint into it. Then as it starts to go off a little bit, you just shape it, and you take out and you put in, and you use cotton buds and to draw fine lines, and you can use texture brushes that do lovely things when you push the brush in them. But here we are, back to the watercolour. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I put a foundation to it. I use them by this hake, heath, nice heath. So a bit of green. That's an artist quality there. So I've got cadmium yellow pale, Cotman artist, Cotman student, and the lighter green on the top here is an artist quality of the same. So I just mix them together. Oh, let's put some of that in. Look at that. Oh. Then we had a bit of that burnt yellow in that. It's a bit similar to the one I've just done, but I want my trees to be different. You can do lots of blending while the paper's wet. It's when it starts to lose its shine is the dodgy bit. I'm not sure if this will work, but I might use that as a to sort of lift the pond out of that. Right, I'll dry that. Just undo the wire. It's all twisted now. Okay, right. Let's think of it. I just lift out a bit of this. We'll try, we'll work in a bit of a pond there. Just give it a good clean. Right, now, I've got to move my palette. See, I've got my clip. Well, no, let's move the clip. Right, okay. These big clips, they just get in the way of the tray. Right, let's get some paint spray. Ooh, of course. Not that much. I've got other brushes that do this a bit better, but the use of the hake is largely delicacy of touch. Well, let's have a bit of blue there, or bluish, just to show too much water. Right, okay, let's get more blue. Right, okay, that's right. Let's go into that pond area. Gotta be careful, that's not dry yet. That's a better use of the brush. Right. Let's get a bit of shadow down here. Interesting wash. Here's a bit of that ochre, not ochre, sienna. Right, we can put some nice right. Well, I'm going to dry that. To go over, do that. I'm going to do that bit. Tomorrow I'm going back to acrylic. I'm going to use this hake. This is Frank Clark's medium hake or small hake. Lovely little brush. I'm going to use it. It's just a hake after all. Well, I've got some bushes and stuff in there, so let's. Payne's grey, very useful colour, so is burnt sienna. Just mix a bit of that, so. Just a bit of texturing. Bit of grass. Right, let's get a bit of. I might just put a bit of a wash of blue over that to make it obviously a pond. Right, let's get some of that dark green. Sort of a hedgerow. So. Excuse me, I've got to ask some your phone here. Right, I'm going to add a little bit of filigree in that. that plus has had it. Goodness sake. I mean, this lovely rigger. Right, now this is just a little bit of brushes on the boundary here. With just don't put everything in. Leave something for the eye to put in. A bit of a mess, isn't it? But no, I'm going to use. I'm going to break a rule. I'm going to use a bit of gorse, if I can find it. There it is. Black. Ah, the one is white. Because I've gone too dark in there. So I'll just put a little bit on my board here. A little bit. I'll mix it with a bit of palette yellow. I'll go back to that. Just a little bit of texture on there. When that dries, I'll just go over it. Just adds a little bit. I could have done. Right, okay, that's all I'm going to do for that moment. I'll just go to just put a bit of a wash of blue. Because it's got all that nice blue. Ooh. No, that's the brush was dirty. Don't think that's very good. Let's just see if we can just take some of that out. No, that's not very good. I'm going to have to change it, completely change that. That was, I should have gone higher up there. But, well, let's go really mad and find my lovely hake, which I've mislaid again. Oh, it's on the floor. Right, we'll put in, but I'll change that into foliage, I think. Now we've gone too far with it. This might have improved him. There's some Payne's grey in there. There's some shadows. I might put a tree coming out of that now. Now I've ruined it. Bit of gorse. Well, only you know that it's all gone wrong. Right, we'll let that dry. I'll just go back and do a bit of that background. I'm not going to quit on it. I've spent too much time on it. I just want to just go do that bit here. So a bit of texture, just make the brush up, put it in the stuff. Because if you notice, when you've got colours like the green, you get several shades of green to black. And I just want to put the black bits in so that the yellow bits will be a bit more realistic. So I can stipple back to right, let's go and stipple more with the yellow. I don't think it's quite the colour of gorse. Gorse is more deeper yellow, isn't it? But anyway. Well, this is making a mountain out of a molehill, or a molehill out of a mountain. Oh well, it's different now. Right, I'm going to let that go before I ruin it even more. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll get that, put that in the mount because that's the best way to look at it. Bit of tape. So I have to photograph this as well for Facebook. Oh well, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Just there we go. So, don't know what we call it. I'll think of a title. Thanks for watching, folks. Persevering. I'll see you tomorrow for some acrylic on cartridge paper. Go back to where I was before I got waylaid with oils and watercolours. Bye bye.